Greetings and welcome. Tonight we are working with our core strength muscles. That's around our abdomen, our pelvic floor, and our glutes, our buttocks. So we're working with the core strength and the solar plexus, which is located around the belly button. We're working with those muscles and the solar plexus tonight. So greetings and love each and every one. So let's begin with some grounding to bring ourselves into the present moment and align ourselves in the here and now. Namaste. So find a comfortable place to sit, either sitting on your block. If you're sitting on a yoga block, make sure that you sit on the top of your sitting bones and push yourself forward so that you're kind of on the front, kind of hanging off your sitting bones a little bit so that your knees are slightly lower than your hips. And just let me know you can hear me. I think the volume needs to go up. Let's have a look. Let's just turn the volume up. That's it. So finding yourself sitting on your block, sitting forward, up on your sitting bones and forward so that your knees are slightly lower than your hips. If you're sitting on a chair, make sure that your spine is straight and that both feet are on the mat so that we're not crossing our legs. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to begin. So we're taking a nice deep breath into the nose, and as we do, I want you to lengthen the crown of the head up towards the sky. So taking a deep breath in, lengthening the spine, lengthening, lifting the crown up towards the sky. And blow it out. Relaxing the shoulders down and away from the ears. This time we're going to breathe into our crown chakra, our root chakra at the base of the spine. And we're going to bring the breath right up the spine at each vertebra, starting at the base, at the root chakra. So breathe in the nose, through the nose, into the root chakra, bringing the breath up to the middle spine, up each vertebra, until we get to the top of the neck, and lightly on the exhale, gently release the chin towards the chest, lengthening the back of the neck. Let's do that together. Now we're going to take a deep breath into our solar plexus chakra around the belly button. Taking a deep breath through the nose into our Manipura Chakra, the belly button. And blow it out. Taking another deep breath into our abdomen. We're working all these muscles tonight. Inhale, let the belly expand as far as you can on the inhalation. And exhale, sending the breath down the legs into the feet. Grounding the feet into the earth's energies. Now taking a deep breath into the heart chakra in the center of your chest, and let the heart expand and open. Let's begin breathing through the nose if you can. And blow it out. Relax in the arms, relax in the hands. Chi Mudra, first finger and thumb making a circle and placing the palms on your knees. Now we're going to take a breath into our back of the head and the crown of the head. So breathing deep breath in through the nose. And on the exhale, relax the jaw, unclench the teeth, tongue at the bottom of the mouth. So just breathing in and out of the nose now with our own rhythm. Being aware of your breath. We will be using Ujjayi breath, the pranayama breath. Being aware of the space around you, the touch of the claws on the skin, the air passing through. Being aware of any sounds you can hear, the sounds of your breath, sounds of my voice, and any distant sounds just conceivable. Being aware of your inner body, feeling as you inhale, the belly and the chest rises, and on the exhale it falls gently back down, just going in synchronization with the breath. Being aware of the sensations as you breathe in and out, the temperature in the nostrils, the temperature of the air. Being aware now of what's going on in the mind, thoughts are coming and going. And if you notice the mind is quite busy, thinking of this, thinking of that, just gently pull it back in like a cloud, let it go by, or pull it back into your breath. Feeling the aliveness in the hands and the feet. And here we are, grounded into the present moment. So we will be using Ujjayi breath tonight. Ujjayi breath, we breathe into the heart, making that constraint sound in the throat. If it's too difficult to breathe through the nose, then just use your mouth, okay? But if you can, try and use breathing into the nose and exhaling from the nose. So we breathe into the heart, making that constrained sound in the throat, so it's like, and we exhale from the abdomen. So we're making the Ujjayi sound breath, the ocean sound breath. Let's have a go together. Inhale into the heart, making as though you're steaming up a window or steaming up a mirror. So we're looking for that sound. So inhale into the heart. Start as you can. Pause and exhale from the abdomen. Inhale into the heart, Ujjayi, making that sound as though you're steaming up a mirror, or the sound of the ocean waves crashing on the shore. Inhale into the heart. Pause. Exhale from the abdomen. One more. Inhale into the heart as far as you can. Pause and exhale from the abdomen. So we're using that breath throughout the practice. The breath guides the movement. So we're connecting body, mind, energy, spirit. And this helps to quieten the mind and totally focus in this present moment, in our inner energy and our physical body. So let's start with some warm-ups. We're going to be doing a lot of core work. So this is around our solar plexus, which is a beautiful yellow colour, yellow for summer. And we're working our abdomen, our glutes, our buttock, our pelvic floor, and also our lower back. So inhale, gentle Ujjayi into the heart. On the exhale, take the right ear over to the right shoulder. Feel that stretch on the left side. Inhale into the heart, lifting up to center. Exhale from the abdomen, Ujjayi breath, taking the left ear over to the left shoulder and feeling the stretch on that right side. We hold a lot of tension in our neck and shoulders. Inhale back to center. Exhale right ear to right shoulder, then gently bring the head down and around in a circle, nice and slow. To the left ear, gets to the left shoulder, and then inhale, bringing the head around the back until the right ear meets the right shoulder. Inhale, bringing the head back around the other way, left ear to left shoulder, and exhale down and round until your right ear gets to the right shoulder. Then inhale, bringing it back up. Well done. So we're just going to do some circles with our hips are leaning forward, and we going over to the left. Inhale, arching the spine, so rounding the spine, and exhale down and round. So inhale up, rounding the spine, over to the right, exhale down and round. We're making circles with the hips. And exhale down and round. Let's go the other way. Keeping the exhale. Inhale up around the back. Exhale down and round. Inhale up around the back. Exhale down and round. And then when we get to the top, hold it there. Well done. So we're going to move in now with strengthening our core, which also helps with the lower spine. So now, removing your block, put it to the side, coming up in to tabletop. I'm just going to put that light on, so a bit of extra light. Okay. So coming up onto your hands and knees. Well done. In tabletop, the knees are under the hips, the hands are under the shoulders. We're going to first of all, we're going to inhale, bringing the belly towards the mat and looking up. It's a cat-cow pose. Remember, exhaling Ujjayi from the abdomen as we round the spine,
making a cow hump and look between the legs, chin to chest. Inhale, bringing the belly towards the floor, lifting up the head. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Inhale into the heart, bringing the belly button towards the floor, lifting up the heart. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Inhale into the heart, exhaling from the abdomen, ocean sound breath. Last one, inhale, bring the belly towards the floor, lifting up the heart. Exhaling from the belly button and rounding the spine, bringing the chin to chest. Well done. Bringing the spine back to the tabletop. We're going to inhale. Exhale, coming down into child's pose. So resting your buttocks on your heels. Coming up on your fingertips and then bringing the hands down. We're going to take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale into the heart. Exhaling from the abdomen. One more breath. You might want to put a cushion under your buttocks. And exhale from the abdomen. Now we're going to do circles with our hips. We're going to inhale, bring our hips over to the right, forward, and then exhale over to the left and back down. So we're doing circles. Inhale up to the right, going forward, exhale to the left and back down. We're going to go the other way. Inhale into the left, forward, exhale down the right. So we're making circles with the hips. Inhale left, come forward, exhale down and round to the right and back down. Inhale, come up onto all fours, into tabletop again. And we're going to bring our right knee to our nose. First of all, we're going to inhale. Just watch if you need to watch first. Inhale, lifting up that left leg. And exhale from the abdomen, Ujjayi, bringing that knee as close to your forehead or nose as you can. And we're going to do that the left side and then we'll do the right side. So inhale, Ujjayi into the heart, lifting up that left leg. The breath guides the movement. Inhale. Lifting up the left leg, straightening it, pointing the toes. Exhale from the abdomen, bringing the knee towards the forehead. Again, inhale, lifting up the leg. Exhale, bringing it down towards the forehead. One more. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, bringing it down towards the forehead. Placing the knee back on the mat. We're going to do the right leg. So inhale, lifting up the right leg. Exhaling from the abdomen, bringing the knee towards the forehead. So you're pulling in that belly as well as we exhale. Inhale, lifting up the leg. Exhale from the abdomen, from the solar plexus, pulling the belly in, locking it. Inhale, lifting up the leg. Exhale, bringing the leg down, pulling that belly in, activating the Manipura, the belly button, and then bringing the knee back to the floor. We're activating our Manipura Chakra, our solar plexus. The third one up, the colour is yellow. So from here, we're going to go into downward dog. So inhale into the heart, tucking your toes. And exhale, we're going to push ourselves up into downward dog. Okay, so we're going to hold it here for a few breaths. Inhale into the heart, lifting up the buttocks, hands pushing away the shoulders. And on the exhale from the abdomen, bringing in the belly, locking the belly. We're going to try and walk our heels onto the mat, walking the dog. Inhale into the heart. Exhale from the belly button, the solar plexus, pulling that belly in, activating the core muscles. One more breath. Inhale into the heart. Exhaling into the abdomen. Pushing away with your hands. And then we're going to bring forward, step forward, your right foot between your hands if you can. Okay, so bringing that right foot forward and the left knee on the mat. And we're going to inhale into the heart, lifting up. Exhale from the abdomen, bringing the palms to the heart center. Inhale into the heart. Exhale from the abdomen and twist over to the right in the direction of the bent leg. The front leg twisting over. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale from the abdomen, twist. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale from the abdomen and twist. Inhale, coming back to center. Placing your hands on the mat. And we're going to swap knees, bringing that right knee back and bringing the left foot forward. So inhale, lifting up the arms, looking up. Exhale from the abdomen, bringing the palms to the heart center. Inhale into the heart. Exhale, twisting over to the left. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale from the abdomen, our Manipura, belly button, solar chakra, solar plexus, twisting. Inhale, lengthen, pulling in that belly on the exhale. Exhale from the abdomen, pulling it in, locking it in. And inhale back to center. Well done. Bringing the hands down and bringing that back knee back. So now, we're going to move into the plank. Now, the plank, I'm just going to take this top off. The plank is really good for strengthening. It's one of the best poses you can do, strengthening the core. In fact, the whole body strength. Yeah. So we're going to move into it from downward dog. So inhale into the heart. Exhale, pushing into downward dog. From the abdomen. Inhale into the heart. Exhale from the abdomen. Now we're going to inhale and come down into the plank. Okay. So the body, the spine is straight. Exhale from the abdomen, push back into downward dog. Inhale into the heart, coming down into plank. And you can feel that pulling in the belly, you can feel that all around the core. Exhale into downward dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale into downward dog. Now we're going to hold the plank for 3 breaths if you can. If it's too much, you could always come down on your elbows and hold it like that if it's too much on the arms, okay? We're only going to hold it for 3 breaths. We want to pull in our abdomen, because remember we're working all around these muscles, the solar plexus around the belly button, beautiful yellow summer. We're working all the pelvic floor and the buttocks, so we're strengthening all this lower part, which helps with lower back pain. So exhale into downward dog. Inhale into plank. We're going to hold it for 3 breaths. Inhale into the heart. Exhale, ujjayi from the solar plexus, the belly button. Pulling in the belly. Inhale into the heart. Exhaling from the belly button. One more. Inhale into the heart. Exhale from the belly button. And push yourself back into downward dog. Well done. That is really a strong pose. Taking a deep breath here. Inhale into the heart, lengthening, lifting the tailbone up to the sky. Exhale from the abdomen. And on the inhale, walking your hands up to walking your feet up to your hands in a forward bend, keeping the knees unlocked, pulling in the belly, locking in the belly. Inhale, lengthening. Feel your body lengthening as you inhale. Exhale from the abdomen, ujjayi, and pulling the belly in. Now inhale, keeping the spine straight as you can, keeping the knees unlocked, and inhale into the heart, coming back up. Well done. So now we're going to do the chair pose. Okay. So the chair, keep our feet together, little space between them. If you just want to watch, I'll demonstrate first. We inhale, swinging the arms. We swing the arms and we bend the knees and we come as though we're sitting on a chair, looking up at your hands. Then we exhale, lifting up our hands and bringing them down to the side. Okay? Pulling in that belly on the exhale. So let's have a go. Do I need to? I think you can see me. Inhale, swing the arms, lift them up, bend the knees, look up. Remember ujjayi into the heart. Exhale, keeping the hands together and bringing them back down, pulling in the belly. Inhale into the heart, swinging the arms, lifting up. Exhale, unlock the knees, bring up the arms, pull in the belly on the exhale as we exhale from the abdomen. Inhale into the heart, lifting up. Exhale from the abdomen as we unlock the knees, bring the arms back down, pulling in the belly. Now we're going to hold it in chair pose for 3 breaths. Are we ready? Inhale, lifting up, swinging the arms, bending the knees. Exhale from the abdomen, pulling the abdomen in, locking that core in the belly, locking the solar plexus. So we're sitting on a chair. Inhale into the heart. Exhale from the abdomen. Inhale into the heart. Lifting, lengthening. Exhaling from the abdomen. Locking that belly button towards the spine. Inhale. Receptivity. Exhale from the abdomen, coming up and locking in that belly. Well done. So we mainly, as I say, focusing on all around here our core muscles, because when these become tight and unused, it can create a lot of digestive issues, low spine, pain. It can affect our hip mobility, which affects our spine. So we're now going to go back onto the mat. I'm going to do a supine floor, working without, on the exhale, we're pulling in that belly. We're pulling in our Manipura like a Uddiyana Bandha lock. Okay, so on the exhale, we exhale from the abdomen, pull it in back towards the spine. We're locking it. We're engaging it. Okay. So we're going to do a supine floor, and then we'll move into a beautiful twist. So it's a nice, easy flow tonight, but it's also powerful. Okay. So standing on the edge of the mat, feet just a little bit apart. The chin is, the gaze is forward. Inhale, lifting up the arms, look up, go back. Exhale from the abdomen, locking it in towards the spine, keeping the spine straight, knees and low, coming down into forward fold. Tucking the chin. And inhale, coming in to downward dog. And then from here, inhale into tabletop. Exhale from the abdomen, pulling it in towards your belly. We come down into child's pose on the exhale. Inhale up into tabletop. Inhale into the heart. Exhale, curling your toes and coming in to downward dog. Pulling the belly in towards the spine on the exhale. Inhale into the heart, coming back down into tabletop. Exhale from the abdomen, pulling it in, pulling the solar plexus back towards the spine as we go down into child pose. One more, inhale, coming up into tabletop. Curling the toes, ready to come. Exhale from the abdomen, pulling it in, lifting up the buttocks, pulling that spine in, the belly in towards the spine. Inhale into the heart, coming back into tabletop. And exhale down into downward, to child's pose. Let's just take a couple of breaths here. And this is also working our kidney meridian line on the inner groin and the inner legs. Inhale into the heart, lengthening the spine. You can feel your body lengthen as you inhale. Exhaling from the abdomen, pulling it in towards the spine, locking it in. Inhale. Exhale. And coming up, we're going to move into the bridge pose. Okay. So for the bridge pose, bring our feet on the mat, knees are bent. We're going to lie down. The spine is straight, the shoulders are down and away from the ears. And see if you can touch your middle finger, the longest finger, can just touch your heels. It's okay if it can't. And we're going to do the bridge pose. And as we inhale, we lift up, lifting up our arms. I'll just demonstrate first. So we inhale into the heart, lifting up the buttocks, lifting up the lower spine, lifting up our arms overhead. And pulling in that belly, pulls in towards the spine. We exhale from the abdomen, keeping the core, keeping the belly tucked in towards the spine, and we come back down. We're going to do 4 floors, and then we're going to hold it for 4 breaths. So, when you're ready, inhale into the heart, ujjayi, making the sound of the ocean. As we inhale, lifting up our buttocks, lifting up our arms overhead. The chin is tucked tightly on the chest. The belly is going back towards the spine. We're massaging our throat chakra. Exhale from the abdomen, keeping that belly pulled in, coming back down, bringing the arms back down. Let's do another one. Inhale, lifting up the arms, lifting up the buttocks and the lower spine. So we just got our shoulders, upper spine on the mat. Exhale from the abdomen, coming back down, keeping that core, the belly activated, pulled in towards the spine. Working our solar plexus chakra too. Inhale into the heart, lifting up. Exhaling from the abdomen. Now on the 4th one, we're going to hold it. Hold it as we hold the pause, the asana, and breathe. So inhale into the heart, lifting up the arms, lifting up the spine, the lower spine and the buttocks. Hold it in now, so you can either hold it with your arms overhead or bring your arms down to the side. If you want a deeper stretch, clasp your hands under your back. Bring your shoulder blades together, and we can really get into the bridge pose. Okay, so you bring your shoulder blades together and in your back, and you clasp your hands. So inhale into the heart, lifting up and lengthening. Exhaling from the abdomen. Bringing the belly is going back towards the spine. So it's a core strength, this one. Inhale into the heart, lengthening. Exhaling from the abdomen. Inhale into the heart, pushing up deep into the bridge. Exhale from the abdomen. One more breath. Inhale into the heart, pushing up higher into the bridge. And exhale from the abdomen, releasing the hands and bringing the spine and the buttocks back to the mat. Well done. So just taking out your legs into Shavasana. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Inhale into the heart. And blow it out. Exhale from the abdomen. Again. Inhale into the heart. Exhale from the abdomen. Now we're going to move into supine twist. I'm just going to change that. Just change that. Give me 1 minute. That's it. Oh, so we're moving now into supine twist. This is a beautiful one. So from here, from Shavasana, we're lifting up our left knee and grabbing it with our right hand and taking the left arm out to the side. So inhale into the heart. Exhale from the abdomen, taking the left knee across the body. The right leg is straight, and we look across That's our extended left arm. Inhale into the heart, lifting up the knee to the center. Exhaling from the abdomen, taking the knee across the body. Inhaling, bringing the knee back to center. Exhaling from the abdomen, pulling the abdomen back towards the spine. Do one more flow and then we'll go into static. Inhale into the heart, bringing the left knee back to center. Exhaling from the abdomen, we're going to hold it here now. Hold it here. And we're pulling in that solar plexus. We're holding it in. We're activating our core muscles. Inhale into, as we hold it in the static now. Inhale into the heart. As we lengthen the spine. Exhale from the abdomen. Feeling like we're twisting out all, squeezing out all that blocked energy. Inhale into the heart. Exhaling from the abdomen. See if we can get that knee further across the body towards the floor. Really twisting. Inhale into the heart. Exhaling from the abdomen. Inhale, bringing the knee back up to center. Well done. Exhale, taking the leg, straightening the left leg. We're going to move onto the other leg. So taking your right leg, your right arm out to the side. Lifting up your right knee. Grabbing it with your left hand. Inhale into the heart. Exhale from the abdomen, Ujjayi breath. Taking the knee across the body, looking over at your right extended arm. Inhale into the heart, lifting up to center. Exhale from the abdomen, our solar plexus around the belly button, bringing that knee across the body. Inhale into the center. As we move into the static on the exhale. Exhaling from the abdomen. Bringing that belly button towards the spine. And we're going to hold it here now. Inhale into the heart, lengthening the spine. Exhaling from the solar plexus, from the belly button. Inhaling into the heart. Ujjayi. Exhaling from the Manipura Chakra, the solar plexus. Inhaling into the heart. Exhaling from the belly button. We'll do one more breath because this feels so lovely. Inhale into the heart. Exhaling from the belly button. Bringing the belly towards the spine. Inhale, lifting up back to center. Well done. We'll take a couple of breaths here in Shavasana. The spine is straight. Arms up by the side. Chin is tucked towards the chest. The neck is long. Inhale into the heart, lengthening the spine. Exhaling from the abdomen. Pulling that belly in. I just want you to take a moment here as you observe the effects of the asanas that we've done so far. Feeling that the energy is warmed up, especially around our core and the belly. And just feeling how your body feels now compared to before we started the class. Another deep ujjayi. Length, breathing up the spine from the root, the base of the spine, the root chakra. Lengthening the spine, exhale from the abdomen. Now we're going to move now into bound angle pose. This is actually a yoga pose, a yin pose, but it's a beautiful one to do. Okay, so bringing, as though you're sitting up, bringing your feet together and just let the knees flop away from each other. Okay, so like butterfly, bring the knees together and then just let them flop away from each other like that. Okay. And then very gently lower yourself down using your hands and your elbows. And we're going to just lie in bound angle pose. Now you can leave your arms by your side. The chin is on the chest, towards the chest. You can bring your arms out to the side. Or if you want a deeper stretch, as we'll also be working our liver meridian lines, you can bring your arms up overhead and clasp your hands. So we're getting a stretch down our inner arms. And we're just going to take some nice deep breaths here. Okay, so you will feel a stretch on the inner groin area, but we're also, as you can feel, that belly naturally goes back to the spine, so we're activating our Manipura Chakra, solar plexus. I want you to imagine as we breathe in into the heart, ujjayi breath, sound of the ocean, we're breathing in the beautiful sun, a beautiful yellow. That's the color of the solar plexus. So as we inhale, we're breathing in that beautiful yellow light into our belly button, into our bodies. And on the exhale, we bathe in and releasing into beautiful yellow glow of summer and all the yellow flowers as we send that energy around the body. So inhale into the heart, imagine breathing in the beautiful yellow of the sunshine, of the sun. Exhale from the belly button, from the solar plexus, letting that yellow fill our whole body. Bathed in sunlight. Inhale, doing the same again. Inhale into the heart as we lengthen, breathing in, allowing the light of the sun and the light of the universe to enter into our bodies. Inhale into the heart, gentle ujjayi. Pause and exhale from the abdomen. Two more breaths. Inhale into the heart, lengthening, breathing in the beautiful light. from the abdomen. One more deep breath using Ujjayi. Inhale into the heart. Exhaling from the abdomen. Well done. Now I just want you, as you lie here, observing your breath, gentle Ujjayi in and out. Just being aware of how you're feeling. Is the mind quiet because it's been focusing on the breath, guiding the body? Feeling the stretch of the body, feeling the energy alive. The solar plexus around our belly button, the yellow, that chakra is joy, humility, laughter, sunshine. Trying to see the humility in everything. And when you're ready, gently bringing your arms back down, using your hands if you need to gently bring your knees back together as we move into Shavasana. So you might want to put a top on here as we cool down. I'm just going to get my top. As we cool down into Shavasana. And then we'll do some pranayama and a short meditation to finish. So Shavasana, you might want to put your top on, bringing your feet to the edges of the mat. The spine is straight, arms, space between the arms and the body, palms turned up towards the sky. Lengthening the back of the neck, lightly tucking the chin onto the chest, just gently. Inhale, letting go of Ujjayi breath now. We're just doing deep inhalation and exhalation through the nose if you can. And on the exhale, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the tongue at the bottom of the mouth, the teeth gently apart. Taking a deep breath in. On the exhale, pulling the shoulders down and away from the ears, relaxing the shoulders. Breathing into our solar plexus, into our Manipura Chakra in the belly button. Taking a deep breath in, let that belly expand as far as you can. Exhale, deeply relaxing the spine, the belly, the hips, the buttocks, the pelvic floor. Deeply relaxing the legs. On the exhale, the feet flopping away from each other. So now bringing into awareness your big toes. Give them a little wiggle. Inhale as far as you can, and on the exhale, take the breath down from the big toe down to the next toe, each toe until you get to the little toe. Deeply relaxing the toes. Inhale, taking the breath into the soles of the feet. feet, the heels and the ankles. And on the exhale, deeply relax both feet into beingness. Now bringing awareness to your calf muscles, the front of the lower leg, and your shins, the meaty part of the back of the lower leg. On the exhale, deeply relax the lower legs into the mat. Taking the breath into the front of the knees, the back of the knees, all around the knees. Now taking the awareness into your thighs, top of the legs, the outer, the inner, the front and the back. Deeply relaxing both legs into beingness. Now taking your awareness into the abdomen. The lower abdomen, the pelvic, around our lower belly, our buttocks and our hips. Taking a deep breath into our pelvic floor, into our lower belly. And on the exhale, deeply relaxing our buttocks into the earth, connecting to the earth's energy. Bringing that root chakra at the base of the spine. Imagine roots coming down, grounding into the earth. Now we're going to do the 3-part yogic breath. Breathe it into the abdomen, let it expand. Hold the breath, take it into the ribs, into the upper chest. Then we exhale down the upper chest, the ribs, and the abdomen. So inhale into the belly, let it expand as far as you can. Taking the breath into the ribs, into the upper chest. Pause. Exhale down the upper chest, the ribs, and the lower belly. Now taking the breath into the root chakra at the base of the spine. We're going to do the same in the spine. Take the breath from the lower spine into the middle, up into the upper, and then we'll breathe down the upper, middle, lower. So breathing into the root chakra at the base of the spine as far as you can, through the nose. Taking that breath into the middle of the spine, the upper spine, lengthening the back of the neck, and exhale down the upper spine, the middle of the spine, and out of the root chakra as we ground into the tree of life, the breath of life, the earth's energies. Taking a deep breath now into the shoulders. On the exhale, relax those shoulders down and away from the ears. Now we move into our fingers, gently curled into the palm of the hand, no tension. Breathing into the fingers and the thumb. Palms of the hands and the back of the hands. On the exhale, deeply relax the hands into beingness. Feeling the aliveness in the hands. Now taking the breath from the hands into the wrists, into the lower arms, the elbows, and up into the upper arms. exhale, take the breath down from the upper arms, the lower arms, and into the hands. Now taking the breath into the back of the neck, all around the neck, and exhale out at the throat area, our throat chakra, our thyroid gland. Taking the breath into the back of the head, the top of the head, the forehead is wide, the temples are soft, the cheeks are soft, the jaw is relaxed, the ears are soft. Bringing your awareness to the center of your forehead, in between the eyebrows, our third eye chakra. Our chakra of awakening, knowing and seeing the truth. Connected to the throat chakra, speaking our truth. Creativity flowing. Clear communication. Bringing your awareness to your eyebrows, your eyelids, your delicate eyelashes. Taking a deep breath in, deep behind the eyes, as far as you can. Breathe in deep behind the eyes. On the exhale, mind floating on the breath leading the mind to the heart, to our true self. We're just going to do some quiet breaths here. As you observe your mind, your body, the inner body, the energy, and the effects of the stretch, the breathing tonight, of the asanas and the breath, and mindfulness, presence, awareness. Without judgment, just observe, be the silent watcher. When you're ready, in your own time, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe taking your gaze gently over to the right. Inhale to center, and then exhale gently over to the left. Inhale to center. If you need to, bring your arms up overhead and point your toes for a deep stretch, yawn. And then gently roll over onto your right side, resting your head in your right arm, taking a deep breath here. And when you're ready, using your hand to support you, gently pushing yourself up, using your elbow, both hands, to gently bring you back up into sitting. Or sitting on your block, or sitting on your chair. Well done.
Well, I can feel the effects of that. So we're just going to finish with some pranayama and affirmations and just quiet, mindful presence, sitting in presence, meditation, and that will be the end of the class. So we're going to do some deep Ujjayi breath with counting. So we inhale to the heart, counting to 5. We exhale from the abdomen, counting to 5. Remember to pull in the abdomen, pull in the belly button towards the spine on the exhale. It's like a little Uddiyana Bandha, abdominal lock, working its core, strength muscles tonight. Then we're always inhaling 5 into the heart, but we change the exhale numbers, and I'll tell them as we go. So lengthening the spine, lengthening the crown of the head to the sky. Exhale, relaxing the shoulders down. The spine is straight. The chin is gently tucked towards the chest, just a little. Inhale, Ujjayi breath into the heart, counting to 5. Pause. Exhale from the abdomen, pulling it in, counting to 5. Ujjayi breath. Back towards the spine, locking it in. Pause. Release. Inhale into the heart. Ujjayi. Counting to 5. Pause. Exhale from the abdomen. Counting to 6, but pulling that belly button back towards the spine, locking it in. Root lock. Sorry, abdominal lock. Abdominal lock. Pause. Hold the lock in. Release. Inhale into the heart, counting to 5. Ujjayi breath. Pause. Exhale from the abdomen, counting to 6, pulling it in and locking it. Lock it. Release. Inhale into the heart, counting to 5. Pause. Exhale from the abdomen, counting to 7, locking it in and locking it back. Uddiyana Bandha lock. Pause. Release the belly. Inhale, counting to 5, into the heart, Ujjayi. Exhale from the abdomen, pulling it back, locking the abdominal lock, pulling it back towards the spine, counting to 7. Lock it in. Pause. Release the belly. Inhale, counting to 5, into the heart. Exhale now, counting to 6 from the abdomen. Pulling the belly in. Inhale into the heart. Counting to 5. Exhaling from the abdomen. Counting to 5. Pulling the belly in. Inhale into 5, into the heart. Exhale from the abdomen, pull it back in, pulling the solar plexus back in, locking it, counting to 5. Hold, pause, lock it, release. And inhale, counting to 4 now, into the heart. Ujjayi. Exhale for 4. Letting go of Ujjayi breath now.
as we just naturally go with our inhalation and exhalation, with our natural rhythm. Deep inhale, deep exhale through the nose if you can. Feeling the energy in the body, observing the quiet mind, feeling the effects of the asanas and the breath work, here and now, in the present moment, which is all we ever have. Presence, mindfulness, connecting body, mind, spirit, emotionally, mentally, physically, to guide us into the spirit, who we truly are. Being aware of your breath, the sounds around you, the space around you. And this is also beautiful to do in nature. Connecting to our heart. As we bring our palms to the heart center, and the affirmation, I am strong. I move with grace. I am connected to my true self, rooted and grounded in the tree of life. I flow with love and spread that love to all beings. Gratitude for the breath, for the practice. May the practice not only benefit ourselves, but all beings. May all beings be happy and free. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Gently bow the head. Namaste. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you for joining me tonight. You can catch the replay if you missed the live. I won't be here next Tuesday, but I will be here the following Tuesday, where we will move into a yin yoga session, working with the summer elements and the meridian lines associated with the summer elements, working on deep facial tissue. Thank you for joining me tonight. Peace be with you. Namaste.